Woo! What is up, you Honda boys? This episode's not for you. Right here we have a 1952 Chevy truck bed. Right here we got a 1964 Ford Ranchero. You guys know about the 1965 Ford Mustang. This video is going to be all about America. Right here we have a Harley Davidson Softail Fat Bob 2018. Welcome to Bodie Vision. You heard? So you guys know I'm pretty familiar with the early 60s Fords and different stuff like that. I'm not too familiar with this stuff. So Josh, come on, tell me about this Harley. All right guys, so you remember Josh, my brother, a cop with a swap. Thanks for joining me again for another video. So tell me about your new purchase. This is the first time I've seen it. I mean, it is beautiful. To be honest, I'm familiar with the Hondas, the early Fords, all that stuff. I don't know anything about this bike. Just what is it? Just start with that.
It's a 2018 Harley Davidson Softail Fat Bob. If you guys don't know, 2018 Harley Davidson came out with a brand new frame for their Softail line. That's what this is. And in 2017, they also came out with a brand new engine as well, the Milwaukee 8. So this is, they have two variants of it, the 107 and the 114, which we got here.
Yeah,
you
know so you got the big boy one.
It's the biggest, baddest engine there is.
Big boy payments, you know what I'm saying? But anyways, so why did you go with this? There's a lot of, Harley Davidson has a huge Softail lineup, correct? Or
yeah,
did they kind of revamp it?
I think there's 7 of them right now.
So what made you decide to go with this one? What was your main attraction to it? I mean, it is a beautiful bike, but I don't have too much to base my bike knowledge off of. What made you decide to go with this one?
Really, I don't have any ties to old school Harley or anything like that. I know a lot of people like their old school Harleys and things. This is very different looking. Very controversial as well. It is not your typical Harley, and it's very, very performance oriented, and as well as also being just as comfortable as any other Harley out there. And
yeah, I know a lot of the Harley people, they're notorious for having like a manly look, and that's not what you're really going for. This, not to say that this bike is girly, but it's not the typical Harley Davidson, give me a beer, I'm gonna fight you and your girlfriend and your mom, and it's not like that. So I think it's a great looking bike. What are some of the features on this bike compared to the other Softail that set them apart from all, what did you say, 7 of the other ones?
Yeah, 7 of the other ones. This is the only one in the lineup right now. Actually, one other one just came out with it, but it has a Showa dual bending valve inverted front fork here. This is just like what you get on sport bikes right here. So this is very un-Harley-like, and it's a Showa suspension here. This is also the only one with dual floating disc brakes here in the front. So you have them on both sides. Every other Softail has one up there. Also, free floating rear disc in the back. Only other one, this is the only one that has that. And the suspension right here is adjustable. There's only 3 Softails that have this adjustable one. This one, the Breakout, and the Fat Boy. But both the Breakout and the Fat Boy have a much wider rear tire on it. That's a lot more for cruising.
Man, one of the things that I noticed right away that sets this bike different from me and what I've known of Harleys is this headlight. What is this LED or HID? Man, turn this thing on really quick. Can you just light it up?
Yeah, this is a LED headlight here.
Man, I think that, so that has brights, everything, the whole 9 yards.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And this, yep.
Okay. And I really like, I'm a huge fan of these kind of retro bullet style signal lights. Those are really cool too. That's kind of like a throwback to the old vintage Harleys, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Josh, so as far as performance goes, I mean, what would you compare this to? How, because I've never rode anything like this. And for the viewers that haven't rode anything like this either, I mean, what would you say it's like? Is it like a big, slow pig like some people may think of when they think of a Harley Davidson?
Well, I'll say it does have all the comfort of any other Harley. Any other Harley Davidson out right now is extremely comfortable. You could ride this to California if you wanted to. But at the same time, it has the performance. It has some amazing performance. And
would you compare, because we both had CBRs, we both had 600 RRs. That was back when I was in high school when you had that bike, and I wasn't a huge fan of it. It was super aggressive. I feel like the sport bike on the street was too aggressive for me. Do you feel that way about this one at all, or do you think this is so comfortable, the nicest thing you've ever rode?
Yeah, well, it's definitely the polar opposite. It's amazingly comfortable. You just sit back and relax, but this bike will go just like any other. I would say it's very comparable to a 600cc sport bike as how, as far as acceleration,
Yeah, I mean, Man, it sounds beautiful. Do you think we can take this out? I mean, I want to get on this thing, dude. Can we take it out and see how it handles?
Yeah.
Let's ride.
Let's go.
Dude, I have never felt more American in my entire life. I mean, dude, the thing drives good. And like what you said about the sport bikes, the thing moves, dude. Yeah. Like, it is no hesitation. I mean, it feels luxurious. Like, isn't it, don't you agree? Like, it's kind of weird to explain a motorcycle as being luxurious, like a luxury car, but it handles great. It's nice and smooth. It's comfortable. It takes a corner very nicely. I mean, it is a great feeling bike. What were some of your first thoughts about it?
I was absolutely blown away by the handling. Yeah. You know, everyone always told me, you know, this engine is fast, so I knew it was kind of going to be, you know, I knew it was going to pull like a train. Yeah. But the first time I leaned that thing into a corner, man, I was surprised how I was on a Harley Davidson. Yeah, man, and that is a perfect way to describe it, like a train. I mean, the thing pulls like a train. I mean, it's a torque machine. It's very nimble, very quick. It's not huge. Like, I've drove my friend's Fat Boy before. Yeah. And this feels better than that. Yeah. You know, I think it feels great. But would you agree it's still just as comfortable as any other Harley? Because you've ridden Harleys. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, it is an extremely comfortable bike. Way more comfortable than a sport bike, in my opinion. Like I said, a sport bike is just so aggressive for the streets for every day. All right, Josh, thank you so much for bringing the bike by the shop today. I mean, it was an absolute pleasure. It was a pleasure talking with you, and I'm glad that you told us about the bike. You really enlightened us. You really informed us, gave us great information about a great vehicle. You'd call a motorcycle a vehicle, right? Yeah, it's a two-wheel vehicle. Whatever. But if you buy another Civic, if you do anything crazy, or even modifications in the future, please let us know. Please come back and show us anything else. So again, thank you so much for coming out and showing us your bike. Any final thoughts for you on your end? Not really. I mean, definitely got some modifications planned here in the future. Yep. So subscribe to check that out. Yep. I'll bring it by the shop here. You know, we'll get it done here. Definitely. So more videos on that coming in the way. So thank you guys so much for watching. Coming up on my channel, what I'm working on right now is a video that I wanted to show you guys, but it takes a little time and it's a lot of effort and a lot of sanding and a lot of bull crap. So it's taking a little longer, but that video will be on the way. It's custom Jay's Racing style EK fenders. I know your boy has this style. I don't care how he did it. This is gonna be the way that I'm gonna do it. So subscribe to check out that. Follow me on Instagram. It's just Bodie Vision. Do all the stuff. Like this video, comment, subscribe. You know what it is, YouTube. I'm out.